let's take a look at the Woojer Edge. Now, the Woojer Edge is a haptic feedback device designed to enhance the feeling and experience of your music and gaming. This also actually works pretty well for video too. Now, let me explain. The idea of the device is that it can be either connected via an aux cable or via Bluetooth. After that, you can bring it to your headphones or earphones using your aux cable right there. So you've got an aux in and an aux out, and that just plugs into whatever device you're listening to. And then what this does is it picks up on the bass frequencies and actually causes an oscillation. Inside this, I believe there are two oscillation devices that get all the different kind of frequencies that you'd need for the bassier side of your music or your audio. There's actually 3 places they recommend putting this device. You're putting it across your chest horizontally against your pelvis, or having it across your lower back so it sort of vibrates against your spine. The general idea is that it gets your bones to vibrate so it feels like you're experiencing sound on a much bigger scale. For the most part, I say it works very well. It does differ from song to song, and my experiences do vary. The strap itself, as you can see here, is a nice simple clip with the Wooja logo, very easy to put on and clip together, and it has an adjustable length with the little Edge logo right there, just to change its length very easily, which is very nice. In order to sync it up, you just hold the button on top, and then it will sync to your device just to make sure it's selected. I haven't noticed any delays at all. I think it all works pretty well. Obviously, if you are concerned about delays and want to get the feedback straight in, you have the option of plugging it in through an aux as well. They do provide the essential cables that you will need. It comes with a USB-C, which you can use as your charger, and I presume if there's any software updates, they'll use it through there as well. And also, it comes with a 3.5mm jack to 3.5mm jack, so that you can bring it from your device to the Wooja without using Bluetooth. As well as that, it comes with the Wooja bag, which is nothing special, but it's just nice that it comes with that for you to take it around. Personally, because I love my music, and I'm also a video creator and filmmaker, I've actually been using this device to test out what my films would sound like in a theatre. Now, they haven't marketed it this way, but I found that it's actually a very enlightening experience, because as a filmmaker, someone who actually makes features and cinematic shorts, it's something you've always desired to experience what your sound would be like in a larger theatre. So when it does play in these places, you know what it's going to feel like for an audience. And I found using this has been exceptional for giving that feeling of what it would be like if you have those massive amplifiers that you would in a theatre, and how it would feel to a member of the audience. And that to me has been incredibly useful, and definitely something to consider if you are looking at putting something in a theatre for a large audience to watch one day. Now, from the website, they say this thing can get up to 8 hours in one charge. I've charged it once, and so far I haven't needed to recharge it yet. I've been using it for a few weeks off and on now, so not too bad. In terms of comfort, I think it actually sits most comfortably on the pelvis. However, I don't feel like it gives the best feedback that way. I think you get the best haptic feedback when it's against your chest here. However, due to my body shape, because I'm quite a slim triangular guy, I do find that it wants to slip down my body a lot. So you can't really move around very much with this if you've got it across your chest. On a lot of the pictures on their website, they actually have people wearing it diagonally. And I found when you do that, it just slides up, and then you don't have the pressure of the device on your bones. So then it doesn't work anyway. So I don't know why they've advertised it across diagonally, because it doesn't work at all. I think it would work if there was something which sort of pinned it down and stopped it from rising up, or something that actually rested across your shoulder. That would work a little bit better. The thing to note whenever you get this is what they say to do is actually turn the volume on your device, on your, for example, your phone, up to maximum, and then control the volume this way. Now, something to bear in mind is that every time you turn this device off and then back on again, everything resets. So even though you've got maximum volume connected on your phone, you're going to need to redo the amplitude and the amount of tactile feedback, which you'll press these buttons on top or bottom. You'll need to redo that all over again. In terms of music playback, I've actually found it does work very well, again, with particular songs. A lot of my music is tech modern and post-rock. I particularly love post-rock. There are some really great tracks that I found with heavier rock tunes that do work very well. Some like Inhaler or Black Bull by Foles, those both work exceptionally well. If there's tunes that have very impactful moments of bass, this works exceptionally well. If it's like a constant buzzing of bass, it doesn't work as well unless it's something like gaming or in a film. As well as the Woojer Edge, they also offer the Wooja Vest, which is actually, I believe, 6 of these drivers which are placed at different points around the vest. I can imagine the vest actually working a lot better than the Edge because it is permanently kept on your body. Obviously not something that you're likely to wear out as much, it's a little less discreet, but I expect the experience to be a lot more immersive because you don't have to continuously worry about making sure that this is resting in the right place firmly, because it is purely strapped around you entirely. If you are going to take this out, I definitely recommend wearing it on the pelvis, and it didn't keep wanting to slip down because it had a firm place to rest and it wasn't too protruding and it wasn't too in the way. Like, it just looks like people would wear a Walkman back in the day. But all in all, Wooja are doing something which I haven't really seen before. It's very different. If you want to experience something which is a little bit out of the ordinary and want to test and feel what music would sound like in a big theatre, having it across your chest when you're sat down and just enjoying the music, especially with headphones, is a real experience, and it's something which, if you can find the time to just put yourself in that world and give it a go, it's definitely worth doing. Even when I've played games like Borderlands, having the jack plugged into my PlayStation 4 controller straight into here, everything feels really immersive. Like, each of the gunshots are very like, wow, this is here. And so it does work. It does do what it says it does. I just feel like some situations it works better than others. And if you find the right situations, it's fantastic. But it just depends on the piece of music you're listening to or the game that you're playing. But so far, if I've been watching a film, playing a game, this is fantastic. And then I'd say about 50% of the songs that I listen to, it's very good.